So I did a video last week about living in Grass Valley, California, and I mentioned that the weather is fairly mild in the winter. It only snows a few weeks out of the year and it rains off and on. And as soon as I published that video, it started raining pretty much non-stop, and now we are expecting some kind of massive storm. I'm pretty sure this storm is affecting a lot of California, and it's kind of a rare epic storm, but I thought I should do a video on the weather in Nevada County, because if you're thinking about moving here, you'll have a better idea of which town and which part of the county is best suited for you weather-wise. Because the weather does vary quite a bit from town to town. For instance, do you want to live where it snows? Because it can be snowing in Nevada City and 17 minutes away in Penn Valley not snowing at all. Disclaimer, I am not a meteorologist. This is my very layman weather synopsis. And clearly, weather will do as she wishes, like this week. But I do hope this video helps you out in deciding which town is best for you and your family. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in Nevada County, California, subscribe, tap the bell for notifications so you can stay current on the market here. You can leave a question or a comment down below and I will respond. My name is Cheyenne, and whether you're moving in 3 weeks or 3 months, my partner and I would love to help you, rain or shine. So let's get right into it. So typically, Nevada City and Grass Valley get a few weeks of snow each year. Exactly how much snow depends on where exactly you live. For instance, Banner Mountain, which is about 10 minutes, it's in Nevada City and it's about 10 minutes from downtown Nevada City, gets quite a bit more snow than downtown Nevada City. It doesn't snow more often in Banner Mountain, but the amount of snow is a lot more. Like shovel your driveway and plow the roads kind of snow. Now that's not to say you wouldn't have to shovel your driveway or the roads won't be plowed in downtown Nevada City. Just saying that the further you go up the mountain, the higher the elevation, there's going to be a little bit more snow. So you can see the towns aren't that far apart from each other, but from Nevada City to Penn Valley, which is only about 17 minutes, is a world away in regards to the weather, because it snows in Nevada City and it doesn't snow in Penn Valley. It might get a light dusting of snow every few years in Penn Valley, but that's about it. Penn Valley is about 5 degrees warmer than Nevada City and Grass Valley, so if we're having a heat wave and it's 90 or 95 in Grass Valley or Nevada City, then it's 100 in Penn Valley, which makes a big difference. 95 and 100 are not the same. You can see on this map that I drew the red arrow to show that it gets hotter as you go from Grass Valley to Penn Valley. Smartsville is slightly hotter than Penn Valley, and Browns Valley is even slightly hotter. Too hot for me. So while it may only be a degree or two hotter in Smartsville and Browns Valley compared to Penn Valley, it really does make a difference in the heat of summer. One benefit to being hotter in Penn Valley is that you can pretty much grow food all year round. So all winter you can have a vegetable garden. And you can do that in some areas in Grass Valley also, but if you live like in Banner Mountain, you're not going to be able to grow food all year long. I grew up in Spain and I've never lived where it snows, so to me, Banner Mountain is just epic amounts of snow. But if you're used to the snow, you've lived in the snow, or you like to ski, then a few weeks out of the year of plowing the roads and shoveling the driveway probably isn't a big deal to you. We're also not that far from Tahoe, so you can live where you don't have to live in the snow all year long, but if you like to ski, it's not that far from here. It's 1.5 hours to Tahoe City and North Shore area, and about 2.5 hours to South Shore. In winter, when it's not snowing, the temperature is about the 40s and 50s, so if it's 45 as a high in Nevada City during the day, then it'll probably be about 50 degrees in Penn Valley. It does rain off and on in the winter here. Sometimes we can have a week of no rain, but then we'll have a week of full rain, or we'll have 4 days of rain and then 1 day of dry and then 4 days of rain. It just kind of depends on what month it is and what the weather is deciding to do. But generally speaking, I would say it's fairly mild here, although like I said, now we're supposed to be having this epic storm coming in. So you never really know. So summers, we can get some really hot spells for a few weeks out of the summer where it's just like an epic heat wave where it can be 100 in Penn Valley, sometimes even a little bit more, or 100 in Nevada City for a few weeks. But generally speaking, the summers are 80s and 90s. And then winters, I feel like they're pretty mild also, but then we can get, some really good cold spells as well for a few weeks. It's kind of relative and depends on where you live now and what weather you're used to. I used to live in Sonoma County, and I would say it's definitely more mild there. I mean, they don't get snow, and they don't usually have 100-degree heat waves for a few weeks in the middle of summer. So it was a bit of an adjustment moving here, but I actually really love it. I love getting to see a little bit of snow. And when there's the epic heat waves in the summer, we go to the river, we go to the lakes. And it's a bit like in Spain where they have a siesta in the middle of the day when it's too hot. When we're having these epic heat waves, it's kind of like, okay, this is a time to just slow down, chill, take a bit of a rest. This is a very community-oriented county, and when we get these hot spells or little snowstorms, it kind of feels like the whole community it's kind of like an exciting, fun thing, and we all just kind of like deal with it together. And I don't know, I just really like it here. So we can have some intense weeks in winter and summer, but fall and spring are absolutely amazing. And fall and spring tend to stretch out for the full season, so we really do have 4 separate seasons here. And fall and spring are just amazing times to garden, go hiking. It's just a really, really beautiful, as far as being mild, definitely our fall and spring are the most mild times of year, and I just absolutely love fall and spring. Now again, it does depend where you live in the county. Penn Valley is going to be a lot more mild in the spring and fall compared to like Banner Mountain, the coldest part of Nevada City, which is going to be probably a little more crisp in the spring and fall. I hope this very unofficial weather report helped you out, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out or leave a comment or a question down below, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.